Guys and gals, what is happening? Vilisink again, back with a raid video, and in today's video we will be discussing enemy max HP champions. They come in all rarities, all factions, all shapes and sizes. So first and foremost, let's not waste any time here. Let's go to everybody's favourite cold brews number 2, Armager. So for being an uncommon, it needs to be said he is totally viable at being a 60, and his kit is basically revolves around some damage on this meter. Decreases the turn meter by 30% if this attack is critical, which kinda means you must have 100% critical rate, or blow them up to X amount and have somebody that will buff it, give him extra 30%, give or take. But it's paramount to his kit that he has 100% crit rate, or you will not be decreasing the turn meter, taking away essentially part of what makes this champion so good. Lay to rest. Attachment enemy. Enemies killed by the skill cannot be revived. So if you're lucky enough to custom in a wave, they will come back to life. Kill an ad, they will come back to life. This is his enemy max HP move. It goes down to a 2-turn cooldown, would you believe? And it hits okay. I've seen 400k like hits, pretty nice, decent hits. Which for Armager is really good, given that his stats, they start kind of low, so to build up crit rate, which you need 100%, to get him a little bit of accuracy, a little bit of speed. By HP, it can be demanding and quite gear intensive, but nonetheless, he's a viable 60, you have to give him crit rate. Lay to rest is an awesome move. He's good on Spider, he's good on Fire Knight. He's just basically one of the best uncommons, if not the best uncommon in the game. And while we're here, we just tap on Dark Elves. So, here we go. Steel Bowyer. A long time ago, she used to be good, then she got nerfed and changed, and now she's as useful as a chocolate watch on a sunny beach. She's not really going to help you. She does have decreased accuracy and a heal depending on her damage, but big game, it's underwhelming, doesn't hit too well. Damage increases by very little. The multipliers are also pretty crappy. So Steel Bowyer, leave it at 30. If need be, go to 40, but do not waste your time taking her any further. It's a crime. Moving on. Coldheart. Everybody's a little bit on the side. Everybody loves Coldheart. Why could you not love Coldheart? Look at them cute ears, man. Oh yeah. Now, she's got on her kit heal reduction 4 times at random, which is pretty good. Fire Knight, but waves in general. And Spider if we're going for the nuke. Whereas these two moves here, they can still hit pretty strong if she's built well enough. So you can damage wave HP with these moves. The A2 is an AoE decreased accuracy. And if there's a heal reduction, she'll place a poison. Now what you're looking for is, you're looking for Heart Seeker, which will decreases the target's turn meter by 100%. Which means it will not deplete it, it will only decrease it 100%. Turn meter goes above 100%. With an extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit, so build it to 70% crit rate. Unless you want to crit on all our moves, then put it to 100, but I would recommend 70. And this will hit way big. I think just now, because my gear's okay, it's like 1.5 million, but she can hit over 3 million damage. I would not even question 4 million if you have the Savage, the stats, etc. Coldheart, if you get her in your account, is a game changer. She's a must build. She is a champion that needs to go to 60, like, almost immediately when you get her. Because not doing it sooner is just silly. Now we're going to jump over to here and talk to Defiled Sinner, who is a sinner because he's kind of rubbish. But nonetheless, he puts up a decreased defense. If there's 5 or more enemies alive, he gives himself increased attack. Which is okay, I guess. Right before slaughter, attacks one enemy, then attacks all enemies, inflicting damage equal to 15% of their max HP. Wow. And you ain't killing anybody with the first hit, so it's just a single person hit, cannot be critical. It's just underwhelming. He is an enemy max HP champion, but he sits in the vault or he gets put in the chicken soup. That's about the best you're going to get from him. Moving along, we have Mr. Underrated. Nobody has done a lot of videos look at Husk. Some people have. And I'm going to do the same. Husk is such an underrated champion. He's got such a nice evened out kit for utility and damage. Let's take a look. So, hits an enemy twice, chance to provoke, close to 40%, nonetheless it's an epic. Provoking an A1 will be clutch in a lot of situations. AoE, 60% chance of placing a stun for a turn. Damage inflicted is proportional to enemy max HP. So this is his big hitter Despair. He can do pretty good. I don't know how high it goes. I don't have the top caliber gear to try on him, but it does hit into the hundreds of thousands of points. You're going to be doing an AoE stun. It's basically an enemy max HP hit, so you have potential to wipe out a lot of people here. Retaliate, on the other hand, is just based on HP. Damage increases according to his HP, so if you give him 100,000 HP, good crit rate, Husk will absolutely destroy with this move here. He's underrated. He's a nuker. I used him very early game in Clan Boss because that's how early I got him. I got him as early as round about when I got Seer, so I wasted no time getting them in, and they did okay. You cannot complain, they did fine. Well, speaking of Seer, she's right here. Everybody's favourite when it comes to wave clearing. There's loads of videos on her. And being teamed with Kaimar, being teamed with Lydia, Mausoleum Mage, like Renegade, Gorg. Just to get the buffs up to kill the waves, and somebody to assist with the reset. She by far is maybe the #1 wave clearer in the game. It's going to be a very tough argument for anybody. So, knockout is basically just gets a chance of granting an extra turn, which is okay. The only benefit to it is it works down the karma burn. Apart from that, it's nothing special. It can hit decent, but it's Clan Banner, increased crit rate on all allies, weaken on all enemies. If you have enough buffs and you build her to 100% crit rate, she'll just go straight to Karma Burn, which is her money maker. Removes all buffs from all allies and enemies, meaning you need to have buffs on your team. So go in with Moz Mage shield set, and then Lydia or like a Light Sworn. Hell, makes no difference. Man Eater, just to have the buffs. If the enemy buffs up, but they just kind of make it worse for themselves, she will strip all of that and then attack. And damage increases according to the number of removed buffs. Has a 50% chance of placing a sleep debuff on all enemies for a turn. And the more buffs you have, the more the chance of placing that sleep will increase. Inflicts X damage to bosses, just because she used to one-shot the spider relatively easy, going back 2 years ago. She got nerfed or changed not long after I got her. But yeah, she used to go in destroy that spider like it was nothing. That got changed, so now she's just basically the best wave clearing champion in the game. You can, anybody that throws up buffs can work alongside her. Put them in a shield set, even better for your whole team to get that 4 buffs. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, I think so. We need to go. Well, we're not going there. I believe we are going here into High Elves, and we're going to take a look at Royal Guard. So Royal Guard is his kit's okay. Well, it's better than okay. It's well okay. So his A1 is just a chance of placing the big version decreased defense, which is kind of good because if you have no one else, somebody dies, and then there still can be decreased defense placed upon an enemy or a boss. And he normally won't do takedown if there isn't a decreased defense. He will with the waves. It's kind of weird AI, but to have that on an A1 is really solid. Being the big version, it's a 65% chance, which again is really nice. Takedown. Attacks all enemies. Damage increases according to enemy max HP, which is the later on in the game you get, the more damage you get from them. Royal Guard is only useful maybe stage 17 to 20. Before then, he will be of help to you, but because your HP of your enemies will be lower, his overall takedown overall will be lower. When you get up to, for instance, Spider 20, Dragon, Ice Golem, I wouldn't say Fire Knight because of affinity. When you get to stage 20s, he will shine. That is where you will get the best use out of this move. Same as any other enemy max HP champion, with the addition of 25 as far as dungeons go, 25 stages. I mean, it can only mean that takedown is going to get way better. It can hit 1.5 million with OK gear, it can hit 3 million with good gear, and I've seen it hit 4.4 million with, well, I don't know the gear. Seen the video, guy uses takedown, 4.8 million damage, will not show the gear, but nonetheless, it goes to show how really good and overpowered Royal Guard really is. Hamstring is just a 4 hitter. Again, good for a Fire Knight. 60% chance, book at 75. Put on decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Each hit also has 75% chance decreasing the target's turn meter, which is really good if you're just before. I mean, I used this, I think it was Fire Knight, I think it was stage 18. I'm not even sure why, but I just like the fact that I had a Royal Guard. I used him there, but decreasing the target's turn meter won't work with a Dragon. Don't think it works with Ice Golem. Spider, yeah, you're going for the takedown. This move will decrease it, will help waves, might not make a difference. I mean, takedown is really just his bread and butter. You get somebody to do an AoE decreased defense, and you go straight to takedown, you're guaranteeing yourself major success. Now let me just figure out, we need to look for, I believe there's just one left. We have covered, I believe, everybody with the Armager, Cold Heart, Steel Bowyer, Husk, Degenerate Sinner, Royal Guard. I have a feeling I'm missing one, but at the same time I feel I'm not. And we're definitely not that lucky. So, the hardest hitting enemy max HP champion in the game. The busted, the broken, the insane Septimus, whatever you want to call him, he's all of that things. He only has 2 moves, which is good. Behead, his A1 grants an extra turn and resets the cooldown of Holy Sword if it kills a target. So you've got a 4 turn cooldown, you kill 4 enemies, You're going straight to this move here. That's how it works. And the A1 will kill enemies because it's stupidly, ridiculously strong. It's advised to book him. If you don't have him booked, then kinda what are you doing? Holy Sword is his coup de grace. Attacks one enemy, pardon me, will ignore shield and block damage buffs. Just cuts right through, damage increases according to enemy max HP. This dude can hit the spider for 4 or 5 million, he can hit Ice Golem for give or take 3-4 million. The power and numbers a booked ascended Septimus. The numbers he can hit are truly mind-breaking, mind-boggling, to be fair. As far as enemy max HP, Septimus by far has to get the award for number 1 if it's a single person, because he is ridiculously strong. Even his giant killer passive, each attack 30% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs on the target by a turn. For that you will need accuracy, keep in mind. Damage inflicted by each attack increases by 30%. If the enemy's current HP is over 50%, which means you could always try for a damage in Clan Boss. The Clan Boss HP will not drop below 50 after one battle with yourself. So why not have some fun? Take him there. When you kind of get bored of kicking spiders, or any other dungeon, to be fair, could be for scrolls, could be for potions, Septimus will kill everybody. And that pretty much concludes our broadcast day. That was enemy max HP champions, guys. Something I wanted to do, something I want to talk about. Just with them being rare. Like, we got team counter attack. There's 3 champions, so there's about 8 enemy max HP. So they're a rare type of champion. Not everybody has them. So hopefully you do, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment. If you feel generous, please subscribe. It'd mean the world to me, help the channel out. And as always, guys, keep on reading. I will see you in a video soon.